Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be taking a look at the reworked striker Devon Dudley. And then actually going on his tour, which is quite hard even with the 6-star. I'm on the CC account here. Um, take a look at him. So this is him at 6-star bronze. These are the moves. The other ones, they didn't get touched, so yeah, they're not worth. Yeah, this is what you want. Well, let's just leave it at that. So Testify, 10 MP finisher. Uh, 85k damage and choose a 4x2 area to swap into blue gems. It's 10 MP, pins the opponent. If the opponent's class is Trickster, first deal 85k damage and increase the strength of your power gems by 47k. Diving Crossbody, 8 MP blue, deal 59k damage and choose a 7x3 area. No, sorry, it's not choose. It's a random 7x3 area into power gems of strength 47k. Was up, 8 MP, deal 98k damage and choose a 2x3 area to swap into black gems. So with these reworks, I think it's important to know a couple things. You shouldn't look at them as like being like top-notch feuders. So the build you see on the right is how you could potentially run him in feud with getting some buffs to the power gems and still starting turn 1, right? With Dusty, Lawler, Riddle, and Santa. That would have you loaded in turn 1. However, you won't load the finisher because there's no matchy match. On this account, I do not have tour perks because I set up my builds usually for feud. So there's no tour perks, so I have to run it this way. For tours, you would, instead of Dusty, you would use Taker for 75% and start loaded with tour perks. And then your 2x3 would load the finisher. Not going to have that luxury here because I'm not equipping tour perks because I can't unequip them. So you get a little bit more damage with Taker. And then in place of Santa, you would run likely Alexa for 25% for tours. However, you're not getting a huge boost because they only start out at 45k. So the extra little bit you get from you get 25% on Taker over Dusty, and then 25% on Alexa. So another 50% or half of the base. So instead of the 70k we're doing, you'd be doing like 90k per power gem. Not a ton of difference. So let's get out here, take a look, and you can see what he looks like. We're going against Braun here, Powerhouse Braun. This is not a one-turn win or any of that stuff. And it's so first you'd put your power gems out. It's random. And now, because I don't have tour perks, I have to do some work. Like something like this, or like this. That worked out fine. We were able to get our finisher, and now we can cycle back the blues. And we get 2 ticks. So that's like optimal. This is optimal play. So we get 2 ticks of the power gem. They're doing about 1.7 mil a tick. So you can see how much health Braun has here. This is like a silver. And this is the event tour. By the way, without props, you're not beating this. Just throwing that out there. This seems maybe slightly overtuned, Scopely. But, what do I know? Also, this is random, so these may or may not go somewhere good. They went somewhere pretty dang good, actually. And we actually have some MP, so let's maybe not cascade. There we go. So we're going to get 3 ticks. But you can see the damage just isn't like... And power gems don't scale at silver. Other than health, this is just what this would look like at silver. I think this is generally fine-ish for tours as long as you're going against bronzes or against someone like Braun here. You'd have to use a metric crap ton of props. Make sure he doesn't get charged, right? This tour at the top for 50 tokens doesn't really make sense to me. I would in no way, shape, or form probably go for it. Maybe I would with a bunch of props. So now I'm stunned and we're pretty much done. Let's see. Yes. And I'll play him on a 6-star now. I just wanted to show you guys, like, if you were thinking about doing the tour, you better come prepared. And a strap isn't going to add almost anything to Devon because it's mostly power gem based. You can see his move damage is fairly low. So your strap really isn't going to do a hill amount of beans, you know? Doesn't help the power gems. Can you get through this? Absolutely you can. Props, destroy things. Like I could get through this really easy with a bunch of destroy props, have your 2 million down, just destroy one gem like 7 times. You know what I mean? Like you can get through it really easy if you want to. But I don't know if it's worth it for 50 of those. Anyway, let's look at him. You can see I played Roman, who's a 6-star, and I 1-starred it. But I did win, which is the important thing. Without props, is that it's winnable with these remakes. Again, random area here. I really wish this was a choose, to be honest. And because I don't have the tour perks, we have to get creative here. And we're likely cascading. Like so. Okay. Now Roman's going to blow up the board. And hurt us. And now we still have to cycle because we cascaded. Again, tour perks, I would have got 2 ticks. I would already be cycled. Blah, blah, blah. But I don't have those. So we're probably losing right here. Again, winnable with props, right? For sure winnable with props, no problem. But if you're thinking about purchasing the Dudleys, or I still haven't played Bubba, but if you're thinking about purchasing Devon to feud with, don't. Um, if you're thinking about purchasing for requirements, okay. I think the pack offers decent value because 30 bucks gets you a 6-star if you don't have it. Like, so for me, I would consider this like a collector's pack, essentially. Do I want Devon on my roster for $30? At 6-star? So there's a few benefits. There's a lot of faction events where talenting up a 6-star. I would leave him at level 1, wait for a faction event, get some extra value during that, and level his levels up. And I would just level the power gem move up because you can do that at 3-star, and try and get through as many of his tours that way. So that's how I would do that. You also do get 15 pulls and stuff, and for 30, and that's the price of the pulls on its own. So you can look at the pulls as extra or Devon as extra. Cannot recommend as purchasing as a fighter to improve your roster. The trainer ability is not super exciting based on all the power gem moves we have. If you look at the trainer, it's destroy and create. We have a bunch of create ones, and I can't think of a reason why I'd ever want to destroy my power gems, other than to recycle, and then you lose all your damage. So as a trainer, I think this is not worth it any way, shape, or form. So this is really buy as a collector, or if you don't have Acro Devon, for when Dudleys are required, right? If you don't get the new Acro or the new Bubba, yeah, I would get them off the prize wall though, and save your money unless you're a collector or unless you want the pulls from the loot, and then look at this as extra or the pulls as extra one way or the other. I think the rework is fine. It gets them usable, although you just saw me get like completely trashed. Um, I don't have tour perks. They are winnable with tours pretty easily. I do think it's a bit weak though. I mean, to be honest, I feel like this chart, like the charge should probably maybe have been 7, and power gem strength like maybe 75k, 80k still would not have been feudable. It just made tours a little bit easier. Or if all the opponents were tricksters, that would have been perfect, to showcase them. These are just like way overtuned and no tricksters in my opinion. I do think it's a fun rework, so I hope they keep doing this. I have not decided. I don't have either of the Dudleys. I was pretty sure I was going to buy the packs, but since I don't need the trainers and generally I don't struggle in the faction events and I'm cheap, I don't like doing pulls really too much because they're basically, I look at them just going to get shards and nothing good. I don't know if it's worth 30 to me when I can get the 3-stars off of the prize wall. I just feel like they're not, this one at least isn't super good. Um, So I originally was planning, if they sold the fuses, to buy them because I don't have them. But maybe if backtrack on that, I don't know. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, I do not think this is a bad rework. I want to see more of these. I really like these. I want to stress that enough. Like, I can't stress that enough. You can win with the tours that when they're required. So please don't get the wrong idea. I hope Scopely keeps doing this. I just don't know in this case if the value is there for me to buy. And I just want you guys to know, if you're getting them, know what you're getting, right? Like, if fine for tours, but you're not feuding with this, etc. Look at more of a collector's thing, or you get the pulls as extra, or the posters extra, whatever, however you think of it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, and thanks for watching, and good luck out there, guys.